for telling me that. So there's an event, and I thought this was an event. I'm just not smart. Anyways, Paimon started the event with the whole little monologue of her saying something. Oh my god, something's happening. That's so cool. Let's go check it out, basically. Like we always do. So we're gonna check it out. Because what else are we supposed to do? Not check it out? That's so dumb. Wait, I'm doing something.
Trial or treat?
Happy Fontanie Festival.
Oh, Fontanie. Dang, everybody and their mama's over here. What's happening? Oh, it's a free frickin'. Is it the same 3 little kids? Oh, what the? Oh, that's so cute.
Seriously? But, Mr. Morris, I don't understand, sir.
Oh,
How could you only be telling me this now?
I'm afraid that there's nothing really I can do. I'm really facing a crisis. My hands are tied.
But what about my film?
Well, I'm afraid you'll have to come up with something on your own. Take it from me. Sometimes you just have to let things go. Same goes for this film festival.
Bo didn't even try. Let's not go to.
Oh.
Okay, Xavier. You're supposed to be quiet in this line? Not. Oh. Literally dot.
Hey, isn't that Xavier? So he's back in Fontane now.
Xavier. That's his name? Hey man, I called him Xavier the entire time, but it makes sense why his name is Xavier. No, because he was in Inazuma and he was helping us, like, do something with the one electrifying thing. Hi, Xavier.
Oh, why, if it isn't the dear traveler and Paimon.
This man is no...
I really didn't expect to bump into you here at this time.
Sure, that's what they all say.
Well, I was doing just fine until I received some terrible news just now. The investor I was working with for my upcoming film has fallen upon some hard times and is no longer able to provide the promised amount of funds.
Can't you just find a different investor?
Unfortunately, that's not how it works. We had signed an agreement specific to the Fontanie Film Festival, stipulating that I cannot work with any other investors until the festival is finished.
That's dumb. You're dumb for signing that.
The Fontanie Film Festival? What's that?
Oh, is this your first time participating in Fontaine's Fontanie Film Festival? The Fontanie Festival was established to commemorate the legendary Loch Knights, who went on a quest to search for the Oceanids, and eventually welcomed the Hydro Archonigeria. The holiday is deeply connected to the founding of Fontaine, as well as its unique laws and trials. It's one of the most important festivals for this nation.
But what's with that weird expression on your face? It's like you're trying really hard to remember something.
Not the sound effect. Not the sound effect.
I was just trying to recall the exact description from the books, in order to avoid any unnecessary arguments over semantics. I usually try to recite things straight from the source.
Well, either way, Paimon thinks she gets it now. It's just like the Windbloom Festival in Mondstadt, and the Lantern Rite in Lille.
Yeah, Lantern Rite. If you guys didn't hear, Lantern Rite's coming soon. We're gonna get a free 4-star again, one of our favorite things. A new 4-star is pulling up. I'm not even gonna say his name because I'm not gonna do this, but he's one of those dragon heads, and it's freaking awesome, and it's ideal. Idol is very cool. I quite like it. I'm obviously gonna get him in the free 4-star thing for the Lantern Rite because I ain't gonna roll. Well, I'm probably gonna get C6 of him if he's on So there's this basically Cloud Retainer is becoming a playable character, and I'm gonna be rolling for her even if her ultimate's kinda lacking in the ultimate section. Like her freaking, it's so mid. It's like just another like Shenhe Baiju situation. So people are like, oh my god, what is this? Like people are disappointed on her freaking her thing. So I'm like, dang, is it that bad? Yes, it is, it seems like, because a lot of people are disappointed, but hey.
Yes, those are festivals of a similar variety. Who doesn't like a good festival? And just like those of other nations, Fontaine will hold a plethora of events around this time each year.
I hope one of them is fun, because if not, I'm going back to Leeway.
To commemorate the Lock Nights, people will imitate them by putting on special costumes, raising golden cups, and going door to door asking for pure water.
The hell? Ooh, pure. They go to people's doors asking for water. Nuvilet over here getting all the water he needs, bro. He's enjoying himself too much. He needs to be stopped.
But a few years ago, Lady Farina started to find the whole idea a little drab, and so decided to change the part about pure water to sweets.
It's Halloween. It's Halloween, guys. It's god darn Halloween. That's so dumb.
It really doesn't surprise Paimon at all.
Hey, let her have her sweets.
The whole thing seems more akin to a carnival now, and it's quite popular among the kids. Every year you can hear a bunch of them saying, "Trial or treat."
Oh my god! I quit.
Oh, that sounds pretty fun. But how does that connect back to the film festival you mentioned?
Ah, yes, it appears I've strayed off topic. I just got too excited after seeing you. Let me get back to the point.
Yeah, we're never getting back to the point.
The Fontanie Film Festival is an event proposed by the Fontaine Film Association this year. Now that film technology has matured as a medium, it's the perfect time to introduce more people to the art form. During this time, people may submit films to be evaluated, and the entry with the highest score will be given the Farina Award by the association.
The Farina Award?
The what award?
What do you mean, the what award? He literally said it, you dingbat. Dang, you need new freaking ears.
The Farina Award. You know, after the Hydro Archon. They coined it while Lady Farina was still in power, but even though things have changed, no one has made any motion to update the name. Perhaps everyone still thinks of it as a pretty appropriate name. Even though she isn't the Hydro Archon any longer, Lady Farina is still Fontaine's superstar.
As she should.
Anyone with eyes can see the way she shines on the stage.
Huh. Alright. Guess the name does work pretty well when you put it that way.
Like, why are you always dissing anytime
there'd be an issue
Farina's
with the funding?
name's in it, Paimon?
How will I ever explain this to Miss Chiori? Not to say all the other actors who traveled all the way here from Inazuma.
Chiori? Her name is Chiori. This freaking what's-her-face in the background. That's crazy. Not her being in the background. She needs to load.
Chiori?
She needs to leave.
Sounds familiar. Where have we heard that name before?
Yes, that's her. I asked her to oversee the event's art direction, including the design of the actors' costumes and appearances.
Paimon remembers now. Navia said that her clothes were designed by Chiori, and Kirara's outfit too.
How to describe her? Well, she tends to be pretty direct and can be very forceful when it comes to dealing with people. The fashion world in Fontaine has dubbed her the Thundering Seamstress. Her remarkable designs have led many Fontanians to become very interested in Inazuma. Anyway, Chiori is acquainted with all the actors I've invited from Inazuma. Without her help, I don't think I would have been able to get such an international cast for the film. She really is a kind soul.
I want to see her. I want to hear her
Who are
voice.
the actors from Inazuma? Do we know them?
Yes, we do, because we know everyone in Inazuma. Like, come on.
Why don't the two of you accompany me to the Aquabus station to welcome them?
It's gonna be Ayaka. We're like, what the fuck are you doing here? You are no actress. Like, people be like, yeah, I'm an actress. It's
Judging
like,
from the time, the Aquabus should be arriving.
Aquabuzz. Oh, that was good. That's cute. That's pretty. They did that well. Ooh. I love the transitions of this now. Ooh. That looks so freaking awesome. Oh my lord. Oh, this is so pretty. I love that. I love the coloring. The coloring is great in here. Oh my god, I'm eating all of this up. I'm bothering him. There's no ifs, buts, or what-ifs. Oh, they're not gonna let us? I like her eyes, but like, they did not promote her at all. Is those headphones? Those are cute. They did not promote her at all. Like, we seen one, like, leak of her, and then they called it a day, and no one talked about her. So I was like, okay. That's all for, like, other stuff. Man, what? She's a good character, though. People are like, we want guns now for stuff. So they heard your cries.
We'll see you now.
They gave us multiple guns. But yeah, they're giving us 2 gun people. Well, they already gave us Navia. I just ain't rolling for it. Oh my god, Chiori! She's very pretty. Okay, what the heck? She's got one of those heels that don't have like a heel part. Let's see her. Everyone,
Miss Chiori?
We're gonna hear her voice. Shh.
Your talk with the investor sure went fast. The Aquabus hasn't even arrived yet. Oh? And who are they?
We're not famous.
Allow me to introduce you. This is the Traveler and Paimon.
I like her gloves, and I love how her big freaking flower on her back. Like, it just, everything goes with her, and I love that.
Pleased to meet you.
Likewise! We've heard the owner of Chioriya Boutique is a skilled seamstress, so it's a real pleasure to finally meet you in person.
Ooh, should I do Navi or Kirarin?
Thank you. I just wanted to make sure she wouldn't always look like a cat that had been unceremoniously dropped in a bucket of paint.
Worth it. I wonder what she says for Navia.
So tell me, what happened? I can tell the conversation didn't go quite as expected.
Well, it's like this.
Ugh.
I'm so sorry.
I know, Chiori, you don't have to say it. You did remind me that this investor was a little bit sketchy.
Yes, There's no doubt about that.
But how could I pass it up? He offered me twice as much as the others.
And therein lies the problem.
Yes, but just put yourself in my shoes. After obtaining such an excellent script, it's only natural that I would want to make the most of the film. The budgets that the others had proposed were nowhere near enough. It's difficult to find someone willing to front such a large amount of mora, so...
Don't be sad, Xavier. We might be able to help scrounge up some more together for you.
Oh, thank you, Paimon. That means a lot to me. But the cost of the film is staggering. I'm afraid that any mora we can scrounge together in a short amount of time won't even be able to cover the actors' fees.
And I'm not giving you my mora because
We
I have
need
nothing.
to move on. What's happened has already happened, and there's no changing it. But
So
now's
true.
not the time to give up.
What? You're saying that you have a plan?
No.
No, that's not what I mean.
Like, come on,
I'm
dude.
simply saying I wouldn't give up just yet.
Like, you really think she's gonna have a plan just from hearing this bullcrap of yours? No.
The
I
actors
swear.
I recommended aren't just after Mora after all.
Oh my god, I wonder who it is. Who are these people that are not after Mora? What are these Oompa Loompas? Oh, brother! What are they doing here?
Really? Then where do you live?
We Malazines live in Mercy Village. The only way to enter is from underwater.
Oh my god, this is adorable!
You must be pretty tired after work every day, right? I mean, you have to swim all that way just to go home.
We are so thoughtful. But some Malazines choose to live in the court of Fontanie because it's so much more convenient.
This is our stop.
Oh, brother!
You've arrived? But I haven't even finished chatting with Abel yet.
Oh,
I
love
also enjoyed Abel's introductions to Fontanie along the way. Everything you described was so clear and detailed that we can't help but want to hear more.
Thank you so much. I'm usually working here on this aqua bus, so I hope I'll have the chance to see you again. There are still many more places I'd like to introduce to you.
I love you. You're so adorable.
Welcome to the court of Fontanie.
Chiori, you sure have changed a lot. This is the first time we've seen you since you left Inazuma.
I haven't realized it's been so long. I was in such a rush when I left that I didn't even get to say goodbye.
It's better not.
Thank you for extending the invitation, Mr. Xavier. I'm looking forward to a fruitful trip here in Fontanie.
Wait.
It's an honor to have the head of the Kamisato clan visit us.
Why can't I get... Okay.
So they're who you meant when you said you had actors coming from Inazuma?
Oh, brother! I don't want these...
It's the Traveler and Paimon.
Hi.
Wow, what a coincidence! Ayaka and I were just talking about you on the way here.
No.
Were you also here for the film?
No. We literally just want to do anything but the film.
We just ran into Xavier earlier and came over with him.
Yeah, we got tucked away.
But I'm not an actress. Sir Kamisato and Lady Ayaka are the real actors here. I'm just tagging along with them and having a time together.
I thought I would always get the release.
About that, I mean, how was I supposed to contact you when I was making preparations for the film?
Bro, we're
I
joking.
figured
Shut
so
up.
I could only keep you in the back of my mind while I sought other actors to play the lead roles in the film.
I had been thinking about a surprise reunion with you during our trip here, but you still managed to surprise me first.
Oh, so you all know each other already. My, what a coincidence.
Please shut up,
What
sir.
are the chances everyone could be brought together here like this?
You need to be quiet.
Why don't we go to Hotel de Boer and catch up over a meal? I've already made a reservation.
Huh? Did you reserve 2 spots for us too?
No.
Yes, of course, of course. I'll be sure to tell the boss to serve a few more delicious dishes just to make sure there'll be enough food.
What the actual
Very well.
frick?
Then please, kindly lead the way, Mr. Xavier.
I just realized all these losers are freaking blue. Okay. Sorry, I'm playing a different game on my phone.
Wow, the buildings in Fontanie are so tall. Just look at how big they are.
You can tell you're amused from you look at her outfit,
And there's
bro.
the fountain that Aval mentioned earlier. It really is a magnificent sight.
And look at that huge spinning sphere. Where does it get its power? Wait a sec. Could it be one of those clockwork mecha we've heard so much about?
She's everywhere. She's bouncing off the walls. I'll stay as a Fontanie character for this. So, Farina. Because I literally don't have any of... They actually, they updated the thing. Not them telling us, hey, you gotta go here. Because I literally don't have any other Fontanie character except for, like, all the 4 stars. And I don't be maining 4 stars anymore, which... We might do Navi's frickin' story quest if I have the patience and stability to do it. I already got spoiled because people can't shut their mouth up. But I'm not like mad or anything. I'm just like, wow. Thanks, guys.
So this is what food from Fontanie is like. It sure is different from what we have in Inazuma. How should I describe it? It seems like you have to go through a lot more steps to make them. And the flavor has many layers too.
Yes. When I first went to Inazuma, I actually thought
sorry,
the food
I
there
hate
tasted a
NPCs.
little
They're so
too
boring.
bland. It took some time for me to get used to it.
I don't care, man. No offense to you. Like, no offense. But I generally don't give a flying frick.
Let's get back to the purpose of this trip for a moment, shall we? How have preparations for the film been coming along, Mr. Xavier?
Well, I've already assembled most of the film crew. A lighting specialist, a prop manager, and a costume designer. I've also bought the copyrights from the novel's author.
Oh, it's called The Two Musketeers, right? I read the script recently on
Bro,
the way
they're
here.
just literally
The story
taking
is pretty good.
everything. First Halloween, now the 2 must. Oh god, y'all. I'm just. So we're gonna have Farina as the director because something dumb is gonna happen.
Originally, I was planning to start filming as soon as Sir Kamisato and Lady Ayaka arrived in Fontaine, but I'm afraid I've run into a bit of a problem.
Fucking.
Oh? What is it?
It has to do with the film's investor, Mr. Morris. He suddenly informed me this morning that he's encountered some financial trouble and will be unable to release to me the amount of funding agreed upon.
So, yeah.
It's said that Fontaine's legal system is well developed. If he has violated the contract, then can't you simply take him to court over the matter?
Well, I'm still more concerned about filming. Even if I were to take him to court, I'm afraid it would take months before the case could even be heard.
No, straight up, he just said, "Oh dang, I can't pay for that." How about this? No, you
Then,
really just gonna let him
Is
step
there a
on
way
you?
we could raise funds ourselves to solve the problem?
You're so true for that, Ayato. Like,
I've considered that option too, but unfortunately, it's difficult to gather such a large amount of mora on such short notice. Besides, we have to consider the film festival's submission deadline.
I'm just thinking. that why didn't they have Ayato this banner out when, you know, this event was out? I'm just saying. Just a little thought.
Mr. Xavier, if Ayaka and I were willing to perform for free, would that resolve the problem you are currently facing?
What? No, out of the question. To have you come all this way just to act for free? Oh, no, that won't do.
This man is so annoying, girl.
There's no need to worry, Mr.
Literally,
Xavier.
they're rich.
My brother and I had actually intended to work for free after receiving your invitation.
They're rich. They don't need no more money.
Inazuma has only recently reopened its borders, and needs to strengthen its relations and cultural ties with other nations. We didn't have many collaboration projects with Fontanie in the past, so we hope this trip would serve as a good start for the future.
Okay, and didn't that just remind me how much I dislike A as an Archon? Genuinely, out of all the Archons, she's my least favorite. Why? Because I get it, she was griefing, and half of these gods were griefing about something. And, like, I understand losing someone. But she had to realize that she had to play a role. And playing a role means she has to take responsibilities. She went to brood in her little cavern and basically let a puppet, like, do all the stuff for her. Which made Inazuma go through wars. Like, your people are fighting, people dying, people losing their lives, people's visions are getting taken away for no apparent reason. You getting the Fortui basically using your whole thing for their freaking gain, and then also just like you over here bordering your freaking whole nation. Come on, dude. Like, every Icon has their freaking pros and cons, but come on, Like, I get it. She didn't want to. She probably didn't want to.
You could say that's the real reason why the Yashiro Commission agreed to come to Fontaine.
Like, I genuinely just think.
I understand, but having you two act for free?
Shut up.
Not at all. While we're officially here to conduct a cultural survey of sorts, we must express our sincerity if we want to establish formal cultural ties with your nation.
I'm here for free.
This film will serve as proof of friendly cooperation and cultural exchange between Inazuma and Fontaine. It's my hope that the film can be finished and released as smoothly as possible.
Farina! Beyonce!
If you still don't feel comfortable with this arrangement, I would also be more than happy to be introduced to some other renowned individuals in Fontaine's literary and artistic circles.
See, Ayatsu's not a bad character, I just don't care for him. And whenever someone like my best friend freaking simps for him, I instantly's like, I don't like him. I don't like him compared to others.
All right. I'll do as you say. Thank you so much. I'll make sure to cobble together enough mora now, even if it means selling my house, my camera, and every single family heirloom.
No one asked for all that.
Come on now, no need to go that far. I'll also help you out as a brand sponsor.
Can I say no? No, we cannot help. Just say that you got.
Me too. Even though I didn't bring much more to spend on this trip, it's still better than nothing.
How are you not gonna spend money? You're Mia.
You are too kind, all of you.
No, no.
I really don't know how to...
Shut the frick up.
Oh. Alright, enough about that. Now that we have Xavier's savings, my support, and 2 leads who are willing to act for free, I think we will be able to make this happen.
This girl said, you. Me too, girl, me too. I'm like, why are you crying? Get a hold of yourself, you are a grown-ass man. You. I thought that was oh my god, that's freaking great.
So, instead of Mora, you'll help with filming and production.
Oh, but how can we help with that? We don't know much about making a film.
Hey, but we do know who is good at making film. Obviously. Come on, we already got through this.
Alright, pull yourself together, Xavier. Tell us if there are still any open positions left among the crew.
I love her. Stop it.
All right. Let me think. We still need a camera operator, a clapper loader, and someone to manage logistics.
I'm not doing any of those. Next.
I originally wanted to personally serve as director, but I've been too busy working as the producer. So the positions of director and director's assistant will also need to be filled.
Man, I already know who I'm gonna be. Director, not director, but director's assistant. Let's get Farina.
Paimon knows what the director and the logistics support person do, but what's a clapper loader?
That's gonna be you, Paimon, obviously. Come on, get to the point.
The clapper loader is responsible for using the clapper board to record and organize the information of each shot.
We
when
already
the
know
camera
that's
operator
Paimon's
begins
job.
shooting.
Stop talking.
The
A clapper board? Oh, you mean the thing they hold that goes clap whenever they start filming?
Oh my god, Paimon, no, duh!
Yes, that's right. Are you interested in that job?
Yeah, let her do that because she literally doesn't have nothing better to do. And she can't do anything else.
For
Nope.
sure, Paimon's always wanted to try that.
Is that your little kid? That's our freaking sister right there.
All right, then you'll be our clapper loader.
Yeah.
I can find someone from the store to help with logistics. What do you think, Xavier?
Oh, fine by me. As for our camera operator, I was thinking of letting the Traveler take the role.
I don't want to.
Oh, she's great when it comes
No,
to using
it's
the camera. Paimon can't even count how many things we've taken photos of during our journey.
I'd be making the feel like the can pretend that airplane.
Yes, that's also what I was thinking. I noticed the Traveler had an eye for photography and
No, I
composition
don't.
when we
I
worked together
literally
previously.
No.
I'm sure that's due to the traveler's journey across Tibet and all the places they've seen. After so many adventures, using a camera must be second nature by now.
It's not. I literally make it so bad. You guys haven't seen my artists.
What do you say, Traveler? Are you interested in the job?
No, lights, camera, action. As long as no, lights, camera, action.
Thank you. It really means a lot to me.
I never
Come on,
never
friend.
accepted this.
Let me give you a big warm hug.
So all that's left for us to find is a director and an assistant.
What? I thought I was gonna be the assistant. Come on, man. Oh, your Mia's gonna be the assistant.
Oh, me. I want to be the director's assistant. All we need to do is help the director, right? I can handle that.
Ugh, she took my part. Hate her.
All right, then all we need is a director. Oh, all the well-known
Come on,
directors in
let's get going,
Fontane are
guys. We
probably
already know
also
who's
busy
winning.
working on their own films these days.
Oh, Farina helped out a theater troupe recently by serving as an artistic consultant. She could be a good director, right? Besides, it's not like she has anything else to do right now.
Okay, Paimon, come here. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Stop always saying, oh, she has nothing better to do. Leave her. She maybe wants to have a free life of not caring. Maybe she wants to have a happy life of not caring. I'm gonna caught your brain, damn idiot.
Farina?
Yeah, I messed up my name.
Do you really think Lady Farina would be willing to help us with our
Oh my
humble
god,
project?
yes!
Isn't that the name of Fontaine's Hydro Archon? My brother has already informed me about what happened here in
He's
Fontaine.
just standing there. His legs don't look leggy. And he's too tall. I'm sorry, it beat me tired though. I didn't mean it.
That's her. She helped out a theater troupe not too long ago, and now she's taking up work as a director.
Well,
I saw that musical. Her performance was perfect, and the storyboards were also excellent. Don't let her former identity intimidate you. She's the best candidate we can think of right now. You'll never know until you give her a shot.
Oh god.
fine. You're right, Shiori. I'll do anything for the sake of my film. Anything!
Oh, but when I say you're like, I don't know about that. Shut your
Then I'll have to ask the Traveler and Paimon to show me the way to Lady Farina's residence.
No.
I just hope she'll agree to help.
I don't trust people that be like, oh, can I go to your residence? No, just say your house.
Do you need us to also come along?
No.
No, there's no need to trouble you with this. Besides, you've just arrived in Fontaine, and I'm sure there are many places you would like to visit. Just leave this task to me. It's part of my duties as the producer.
Very well. Then we'll be waiting to hear the good news.
Like, if you just see the upper half of Ayato, he's a pretty boy. But
I'll
lower
go
half,
with you.
I dislike it.
By the way,
For some reason.
you might want to consider bringing a gift.
Give her some food, bro. Some sweets.
And don't worry, we won't simply drop you off at Farina's place. We know Farina pretty well by now, so having some familiar faces there should help your chances. Besides, the whole thing was our idea in the first place.
Oh, we're done. We're screwed.
All right, then I'll start making preparations. As for the gift...
A gift for someone who was once seen as the Hydra Oricon. I wonder what she would like.
Sweets! 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 Sugar.
I recall that Lady Farina once fancied a clockwork ring, so perhaps I should get another exquisite clockwork contraption for her.
Sure, man. Sure, man. Do that. Oh, the penguin! The penguin!
Huh? Can't we just bring some desserts, like the Fontanie mousse?
But wouldn't that be a little too cheap? She does like desserts, though.
Isn't the Fontanie festival happening right now? I heard Abel tell us on the Aquabus that Farina introduced the tradition of going door to door and asking for sweets. To do something like that, she must have a real sweet tooth.
I agree with Yoimiya.
Oh, God.
If the gift is too fancy, it might actually make her feel more uncomfortable.
Yeah, see? Y'all mid.
Let's go buy some Fontanie mousse.
See, I was so right about... transitioning?
But would that really be enough? We'll be asking her to do a lot of work, you know.
No, shh. We just saw that transitioning. That was perfect. We need more of those.
You're right. We need to further sweeten the deal.
Get more sweet.
Huh? You want something even sweeter than Fontanie mousse?
Yes, we'll need a gift that's sweeter than any dessert in the world.
What?
But what could that be?
Water. I don't know.
Your words of praise.
Okay, I'm not Fukuzawa. I'm not Fukuzawa, and she's not Rampo, so I don't think it matters. I'm sorry. Oh! The little... Okay, Piedmont's face was adorable. Oh, jump scare. Hey guys, it's Farina. Back at it again. Hey guys, I just got Farina. Okay, wait. I wish there was like an auto.
You go ahead. No need to worry about us.
Yeah, I'm not worried about y'all.
Oh, I hope Farina will like the gifts we prepared. Oh, and if you still think we should get something else for her, just let me know. I should be able to make some fireworks.
There's probably a law about that, King.
Looking forward to the good news.
That's all you gotta say? Oh my god. Mid. The middest of mid. I'm not a Ayato person, if you can't tell. He's not a bad character, I just don't care for him. He didn't give me a full paragraph like the others. I'm kidding. I'm just giving him a hard time. Like, I don't generally dislike a character, dislike a character, but if I generally have to, because there's always like a reason people ask, oh, what's your least favorite character, or who's your favorite character, and they want a reason why you dislike or like that character. I'm putting my works on freaking A. I'm sorry. Pulling up at Farina's home as Farina.
We're here! This is where Farina lives.
Okay, I'll go knock on the door.
Coming. Seriously, who's knocking before afternoon tea? Who are you?
I love her. The way her head tilt and her sass. I love her.
Lady Farina, please allow me to introduce myself. I am Zavi.
Hello. Oh, is that the traveler in Paimon I see behind you? And who's this?
I'm Chiori.
Ah, the one from Chioria Boutique. Hello, hello. So, what are you all doing here? Do you need something?
Did you just get up, Farina? It's already past noon, you know.
Oh my god!
Huh? Oh, Paimon means the weather is so
This-
the sun is so warm. Just like how
No,
you
you're done.
sleeping in
You're
late
done.
is a
We
really
quit.
smart
No,
idea.
no, we're done. You ruined everything, Paimon. The transitioning is so funny now.
No. I was just up late last night reading some novels. What does sleeping in have to do with the weather?
This is a small gift we've prepared.
No need to be so formal. I'm just a regular person like everyone else now. Oh, is this Fontanie mousse? It's one of my favorites.
Look at her. Look at her. She's so adorable. I love her so much. Look at her eyes.
That's great! So, actually, given your renowned passion.
Oh, but didn't you just say that you're a director?
Yes, but for this particular project, I'm mainly working as a producer. Besides, I'm sure that your understanding of the performing arts far surpasses my own, Lady Farina.
Are the Traveler and Paimon also part of the film crew?
No.
Yep, we sure are. Paimon's the clapper loader and she's the camera operator.
Camera operator? That can be a pretty technical job, and it directly affects the final quality of the film. Are you really up to it? No, I'm not questioning your abilities. It's just that I've never really seen you use a camera before.
Maybe you can come up with a test for the Traveler and see for yourself. If she can satisfy you with her camera skills, then you'd have nothing to worry about and...
You sure are getting better at rolling with the situation, Paimon. Oh, I do wish to see how skilled the Traveler really is with a camera.
I love her. I love her, guys. Guys, please.
Alright, how about this? We'll work with what we have. I'll give you some scenarios and see if your work is up to my standards. Very good. It's essential for the camera operator to understand the director's vision. I'll make my decision after seeing your work. Are you ready? I have high standards, you know. Okay, grab the camera and I'll give you a scenario.
Guys. Has always been proud of her fortune mission as the strength of temperature, but also takes no effects from the blacksmith. Let's touch from promotional video for her workshop. Remember to emphasize. Oh my god. Oh, we're actually, oh my god, we're making a YouTube video, yo. So, we need a scene that shows off the workshop first. Then the machine at work. Then just her. Oh, I'm picking them? This one. Oh, I'm picking them. Okay. So let's do this. Okay, so we picked this one. Located in the Court of Fontanie, I don't know how to say that, is a weapons workshop that utilize a foraging machine, and it's gonna show this, and then it's gonna show the machine. Oh my god. This is so cool. We did great. We did great. We did phenomenal, actually. Is that what the freaking gameplay is?
Oh,
because
it appears that you have more skill than I thought.
if that's the gameplay, I'm eating that up. That was fun. Even if it was simple, it was fun.
All the shots had a great composition, and I could really feel a connection to the characters and their lines.
Yeah! Does that mean you agree to be our
Did you think I would agree just like that? After our performance of the Little Oceanid, I've begun to make a name for myself again, you know. In fact, I've already had several troops approach me for the Fontanie Film Festival. Unfortunately, the scripts were all pretty boring and didn't pique my interest. If others were to find out I agreed to work with you so easily, then, well...
Hey, but didn't we have a deal? What else do we need to do to convince you, Farina?
To look at our script. What do you mean, ding dong? I don't know why I'm being mean to Paimon, but like, there's an obvious answer to all her questions. What do we have? We had a deal. What else do we need to do to convince you? Maybe she literally just said that half of the freaking scripts were boring to her. Maybe we need I don't know, show the script to her.
Well, what about the pay?
Okay.
Huh?
I thought it was the script, guys.
You know how much you're willing to pay me to be the director? The pay is also an important factor for me to consider, you know.
Well, I can offer you this much?
What? That's all? If Nervilat were to hear of this, he could charge you with underpaying your labor.
I'm sorry, but our crew is in a tight financial spot
Y'all hear
at
the
the
music
moment.
up in the background?
I see. Well, even though it's highly unlikely now that I'll join your crew, there's still something I'd like to ask. Exactly what film are you planning to make?
Oh, our script is an adaptation of The Two Musketeers.
Huh? Wait, you mean the suspense thriller novel that was a #1 bestseller?
There we go. We piqued your interest. We win.
Oh, so Farina's read it too.
Of course I read it. I've always had a keen interest in artistic works that strike a chord with the populace.
What?
I see. It all makes sense now. You must have used most of the budget to pay for the copyright.
Not really. The novel's author transferred the copyright to me practically for free once he heard that I wanted to make a film adaptation of the story.
He probably just wants to get his name out there. So, Mora isn't the most important thing to him right now. It reminds me of a delivery courier who wears one of my designs while traveling all across Teyvat. I didn't charge her much for the outfit either. The exposure she provides for my brand is well worth it.
So, are you a big fan of this?
Well, it's alright. The pacing of the story is good, but the character relationships could use some work.
When I was reading it before, I always felt like some things were left on a rather unsatisfactory note. I have high standards, you know.
As you should.
Mr. Xavier, if, hypothetically speaking, I agree to be the director, how much freedom would I have in terms of script revisions and creative interpretation?
You better say all the freedom.
Oh, as much freedom as you would need. I wouldn't dare doubt the tastes of Fontane's great...
Shut up.
Good. Then I'm free to alter the script as I see fit?
Dang.
Absolutely, no problem.
All right. It seems that your crew really can't go on without my care and direction.
I love you.
So...
Yes, I agree. Although the pay is well below what someone of my caliber deserves. A great script calls for a great director.
I love her. I love how she's like, okay, I need that pay, but my interests are better.
I mustn't let a perfectly good story be ruined due to lack of funds. If you have fine cheese and bread, you wouldn't just let it sit on the counter and get moldy just because you lack an oven.
I
right?
only grab Poic for her. She is such a good character.
Oh, Hydro Archon above!
There's no more Hydro Archon, you know. And it's still a little early to celebrate.
Oh, dang, I'm a dumb.
There's a lot that goes into shooting a film. Although the trickiest tasks of finalizing the script and casting the actors have already been taken care of, we'll still need to reserve filming locations. Not to say set up lighting and props. And by the way, since we'll be filming The Two Musketeers, we'll need to find an action choreographer.
They really
Ideally,
said...
a professional who has actual experience with muskets.
We already know who that is. That's crazy. They said 2 musketeers. We're the 3. Where's the 3?
Yes, I've thought about this as well. I was hoping that you might know someone who could handle the job.
Nah, you're annoying. I'm sorry.
Me? If this was before, I could have simply asked Lorand. But it's already been some time since I last talked to her. Navia can also use firearms, but unfortunately, her style is quite different from that of the characters in the story.
Could we ask the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol?
Oh, you mean the Special Patrol's musketeers?
Yes, that's right. They work with muskets every day. I can't think of anyone more qualified than them.
They would be under Nervilette's jurisdiction. Unfortunately, I, don't have any connection with them at all. So, in the end, we still have to start by talking to Nervilette.
No need to go to all that trouble. I know their Captain Chevreuse.
That's her girlfriend. Obviously. Come on, guys. Chevreuse?
Oh, you do? Wait, Chiori, how do you know the captain of the Special Patrol's Musketeers?
Or maybe that's her sister. Wait, I retract my statement.
No particular reason. Running a business means dealing with some trouble from time to time, and she's helped me out on a few occasions.
So don't freaking... we need more freaking... I need more family relationships. I'm sorry. Genshin Impact doesn't have Jack Diddley Squat for me.
In return, I've helped her handle a few situations in which the Special Patrol couldn't get involved directly. So, we've gotten to know each other over time.
So you're saying there's been times when the Special Patrol needed a fashion designer to handle a situation? You're
Yes,
becoming more and more mysterious.
It'd be best to keep it that way. Anyway, enough about that. What do you all think about asking the captain to be our
She sounds professional enough. She is a captain after all. I have no objections.
But I imagine the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol must be busy with their duties. Do you think she'd really have time to help
She's
shoot
literally
the
over
film?
here at the festival.
And
I
there's the
literally
issue of
saw her
pay.
on the, like, freaking
Well,
some
it
minutes
just
ago.
so happens that she's also not the kind of person that's just after Mora. As for whether she has time...
I can't wait for her.
I'll have to go and ask her first.
Let's hear her voice and her freaking personality. I can't wait to freaking see what we got here.
Then I'll leave that to you. Macaroni's on sale today, so I've got to go. You can just tell me how things went when we discuss tomorrow's plan later.
No problem.
I love the macaroni's on sale today. Just got to
Having
go.
Farina join feels like a big boost to our team.
Of course. Just wait until the day of our premiere. You'll witness the true power of my name in these lands. You'll be so glad I agreed to help. I can guarantee that even the standing tickets will be sold out. I'll be sure to ask some people I know to see if they'd be willing to act as extras.
Seems like you're finally getting more comfortable with your own reputation now.
I didn't ask for the Clapper Loader's commentary, Paimon.
Thank you! Clap back! Clap back!
Then let's get going. I happen to know where Chevreuse is today.
I need someone to
By
shut
the
Paimon
way,
again.
I'm curious. If my pay is so low, then what about our 2 lead actors? Didn't they travel here all the way from Inazuma?
Actually, they told us that they see the trip as part of a cultural exchange, so they didn't ask for any pay.
What? So is every person in Teyvat who doesn't want money gathered here to shoot this film? Don't tell me Chiori isn't being paid either.
I already knew Xavier from before, and he's also agreed to give my brand some good exposure.
It seems the gods have really smiled upon you, Xavier. And that certainly doesn't include me, mind you.
I love you. You're supposed to be. I love. Oh. Yoink. Sorry.
Besides the macaroni, I should also pick up some tomato sauce.
Yes, you should. I love her. She is such a good character. I don't. If someone diss her character, I might actually shrivel up and die. She's such a good. Do I have to feed you? Can I feed you? What? I don't know. Like, generally, I have not seen any, like, general insults after the whole freaking story quest for Farina. Like, any backlash, no hate to Farina at all. Probably because my For You page is not, like, full of that bullcrap, because I would not tolerate that. But I'm generally happy people realize how good freaking Farina's character is. Because she's now going into a personality she's comfortable with. Because first it was with her own god personality, then it was her actual personality. Now she's going into like a in the middle personality with her freaking god and normal personality. I'm waiting for Kabe's mom to pull up out of nowhere. I'm just saying.
All right, this is the place.
But where's the captain? There's hardly anyone around here.
Maybe use your eyes.
She's over there. The one with an eye patch reading in front of the newsstand.
Oh, her! Paimon could tell there was something different about her.
No, really?
Seems kinda intimidating.
Please wait here for a moment. I'll go fetch her. She's working now, so you might not want to get in her way.
Working? But isn't she just standing there and reading a novel?
This is why Paimon needs to shut up. Because if she was right there behind us, she would have smacked us.
Just trust me.
Oh, alright, let's see what happens then.
She's probably doing a stakeout, you feel me? You ever think of that, Paimon? Because she's working as a thing?
Chiori sure is a mysterious person. She claims just to be a fashion designer, but she knows all these powerful people.
She literally just knows, not freaking, what is it? The siblings and the musket person, the captain. It's called having friends.
The court of Fontanie isn't particularly tolerant of visitors from overseas, so it isn't easy for a foreigner to promote their brand here. Even more so in the competitive world of fashion. Even a local like me just trying to make a film has to face all kinds of challenges. So I can only imagine what Chiori has been through to get where she is today.
Reading on the job?
Detective novel.
She also has a little thing.
One main character?
No. Multiple. Branching storylines.
I see. How's the plot coming along?
They're so...
One of the main characters is about to make a choice that will affect the rest of his life. I'd wager he's going to make the wrong choice.
They both have moles. I'm really thinking they're sisters.
Any way to speed things up? There's something I need your help with.
You know that doesn't depend on me. It all comes down to what the character chooses.
She's very invested in this novel, and I love that for her. I'm starting to like her too. I did not mean to do that.
Which is exactly why I'm here to help.
Oh, they're not actually talking about novel. They're talking about the freaking thing. They're not talking about the novel. They talk about that. That's crazy.
All right. It appears he made the wrong choice in the end. Halt!
Ooh! Ooh! Ah, y'all hear that music?
Huh? What's...
Hand over whatever you're holding.
Oh, it's just a book.
Then I'm sure you wouldn't mind letting me have a look.
Excuse me, officer. I don't mind you standing around here, not purchasing anything, but I'd prefer if you didn't disturb my customers. It's bad for business, you know?
Boy, don't even try to pull that bullcrap. We don't care what you, bad for business. You smuggling stuff. You really thought she was dumb enough to believe that? Come on. Open your pockets.
Don't give me that act. You won't be able to get off so easily either.
Oh, God!
I am Chevret, captain of Fontanie's Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. I will say this one last time. Hand over whatever you're holding at once. And before you do anything unwise, let me remind you that I'll have you on the ground before you can even think about making a run for it.
Okay, the thing is, I judge a character by their appearance and gameplay. But the main thing that makes me like a character is their personality that they give. Because, I had this opinion on Risey. I really liked him, enjoyed him and all that. But then over time I started to just be like, okay, he's there. But then when I did his story quest and got to know him more, after like the whole story quest of the main story, and did his story quest, I started to like him more because it gave us more insight on him. I'm just saying, personality matters.
All right. But please let me say something first. If there's any contraband in that book, then the shopkeeper here is the one who slipped it in. I don't have anything to do...
Why, you trying to leave me on the hook, huh? You were the one who said you wanted it.
Save it for the interrogation room. Take them away, Letelier.
Dang, that's crazy.
What's going on here? One second you're reading a book and the next you're escorting people away.
Oh my God.
And who are... Oh! Aren't you the traveler who's been all over the papers recently? Chiori, I'm assuming what you wanted to ask me about has to do with them, right? Maybe I can let you in on what's happening then. Now that Vacher has been brought to justice, no new shipments of synth will be made and distributed to sellers. The Fontaine guards have been busy collecting the remaining synths still circulating on the market. Thanks to a tip from our reliable source here, this should be the very last batch.
catch the bad guys! Oh, Paimon almost forgot to introduce ourselves. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler and Xavier!
Hey, I'm Chevraz. You probably already heard me introduce myself, so I won't bother repeating it.
Yeah, why didn't you make a move as soon as you had the chance? Were you worried that my intel wasn't accurate?
No, I wanted to see if the shopkeeper would turn himself in first. All he had to do was come up to me and say that he didn't know where the synth had come from. If he did that, then I wouldn't have had to press charges on him.
He had the whole day to turn the synth over to Chevraz. But instead, the moment I came up and blocked Chevraz's line of sight, he took the opportunity to sell it off.
Yep, he made the wrong choice, even though the right choice was right there in front of him.
But you knew they wouldn't make the right choice.
Yeah, I knew. I was just hoping I'd be wrong for once. Enough about that, though. What did you want to ask me about?
Oh, you see, it's like this.
The Two Musketeers. You certainly have a good eye for a story. So what do you need me to do? Just be the action choreographer for the actors?
Yes, that's right. I want to make sure we get all the details right. I want the actors' posture and understanding of firearms to be as realistic as possible.
Because that is a real gun.
However, I'm afraid this work will require a bit of your time, since you'll have to be present whenever we're filming. Also...
No need to say any more. I'll join.
Okay, her character. Fired.
Huh? Just like that?
Really? You're willing to help us with...
Sure, it's no big deal. As I said, we've wrapped up our investigation here, so I don't have any other tasks on my plate for the moment.
Okay.
Besides, I personally really like this novel. I even have the collector's edition at home. Stories where justice prevails over evil never get old for me.
I love her! Yep, I'm rooting for her, even if she's a voice star.
Then we've got a deal?
Yes, I'll see you on set tomorrow.
Oh my god!
I can hardly believe it! I should tell Lady Farina immediately. Oh, and I must tell the prop manager and lighting technician to get everything ready. We start filming tomorrow!
Calm down, Xavier. The film is going to take more than just a day to finish. Still, I should also head back now and start preparing the actors' costumes and makeup.
Alright, guess that's it for today then.
Traveler, Paimon, please stay for a moment. I have something to tell you.
Man, I'm gonna be on another investigation.
Then I'll take Xavier back. Poor thing. He's so excited that he can't even walk straight anymore. I don't want to spend our first day fishing our producer out of the fountain.
See you tomorrow. I think Xavier would probably be able to hold himself together now.
Yep, see you tomorrow.
So what did you want to tell us,
Have you read The Two Musketeers? The story is about a pair of children born into the household of a baron, and their struggle to survive together and take revenge for their mother. They were raised at the baron's estate, where their mother worked as a maid. The two were illegitimate children that the baron had with the maid, so they were never treated well by anyone. One day, upon returning home, they found their mother had been murdered and left dead on the floor. It was quite evident that the culprits were the other members of the baron's household, who never had any kind words to say to them. However, the baron was able to exert his influence and keep the whole thing under wraps. The mother's death was eventually deemed as a suicide, and there was no chance of bringing her murderers to justice. Many years later, members of the baron's family suddenly started turning up dead one after the other, all killed by gunshot. A rainbow rose was found on each of the victims' bodies, being the flower that the kid's mother liked best.
No.
The baron believed that the mother's soul had come to take vengeance on him, so he lived in fear each day.
That's what you get.
But it was actually those two siblings who had fled all those years ago. They relied on each other to survive and trained day and night, eventually becoming adept musketeers. They used all of their abilities to collect evidence and clues before executing their plan and exacting revenge on the baron.
So who's gonna be the mother?
Their actions let the truth behind their mother's death be known to all.
So Ayaka and Ayato, of course they made the siblings.
That's quite an exhilarating story.
Yep. The baron got what he deserved for his evil deeds, and justice was able to prevail. It was just the kind of story I enjoy.
Oh, so is that why you were so willing to join our crew, Chevraz?
You could say it was one of the reasons.
You're just like Farina.
Oh, you mean there were other reasons too?
I've read the reports about you. Whether it was at the trials or when you lent your hand to resolve our nation's crisis.
You're welcome, though.
You've shown that you've got a strong sense of justice, as well as a great mind for deductions. Yes, you're as sharp as I expected. It seems you've experienced many similar situations before.
Yes, I have.
There's been a recent murder case involving muskets. The perpetrator's methods appear to be very similar to what is described in the novel.
Huh? Really? But Paimon didn't see anything about that in today's papers.
The Marechaussee Phantom hasn't yet released any information to the public, because the investigation is currently at a standstill. The murderer is extremely cautious.
I would too.
A murder involving firearms? But not that many people use those in Fontaine, right?
Impossible. We perform a routine inspection of our firearms and ammo reserves every day. If one of the weapons had been fired, it would stick out like a sore thumb. Besides, I trust the members of my platoon. However... Well, that's all I can disclose about the case today.
Huh?
I hope you all can go back and get some shut-eye. You can decide tomorrow whether or not you'd like to join the I'm aware this might not be the ideal time to add more to your plate, but the more capable people we have, the better the chances that justice will prevail.
Justice. For Gotham! Just look at freaking DeLuke over here, bro. He's Batman. Batman's like, come on.
Carrying out investigations isn't actually supposed to be our responsibility. Our job is to apprehend the perpetrators. Finding them is really up to the Marechaussee Phantom. You could say I'm taking part in the investigation out of personal interest.
Ooh. Hey guys, big theory right here. What if she is one of the siblings from the frickin' story? Or maybe someone died from a musket that she cared about. Or since she's so used to, she's a musket user, so most likely she's like, I don't know, feeling like it's her responsibility to keep everything together. I don't frickin' know.
I don't want people to see muskets in a negative way.
See?
And also, I'm concerned about the similarity between the crimes and the story.
Okay, so there might be two siblings trying to shoot out people. Lenny and Lynette, I'm kidding.
You mean they might be connected somehow?
These people need to stop using stories as their freaking plot thing.
I suspect so. Just to make myself clear, this is not an order, nor is it a deal of any kind. It's a request, nothing more. If you two have any interest in the case after we finish filming tomorrow and are willing to assist me, then I would be most grateful.
Can we just give her our thing right now?
What do you think, Traveler?
What do you mean what I think? It's already quiet. What? What? Just give it. Girl, we already know we're gonna be saying yes.
Yeah, you're right.
I hate you both.
I'm getting a little tired too. We've really been hustling all day.
No, we didn't. We could literally do more.
You'd better head back and get some rest. It's good to keep a calm mind, especially when you're about to make an important decision. Otherwise, when the moment comes, you might end up like that shopkeeper and not even realize that the right choice is right there in front of you.
I might do a non-right choice. That's quick and easy. Is that full? You don't have to see my disarray of weapons. Okay, I think I might just save Navi's quest tomorrow and just do it in my own time. Because I already been spoiled it and I don't really need like all the cool things that have been spoiled for me, so my reactions are gonna be like nothing more than there we go. So we get a weapon for this. It's like the bloxiest weapon ever. But it's fun. That's probably the ascension things. What's the shop have? Nothing I really care about. I love this. Dang! There's 4 more parts for this? Oh, let's go. Oh, is that a little Paimon little sigil? Look at it. Paimon sigil. Where's Ayato? That's crazy. Ayato's just there just to be there, it seems like. See, Karara's almost done, so when she's done, I'm gonna kick her out of my teapot and then put someone else on this team. Which might be Layla, because she's at 7 right now. Or Toma, because he's at 8. Toma's been in my freaking teapot for a hot minute. How is he not? So it's Toma. I think it might be Toma, then Layla, then Dia for the things. And then we can put other people. No, wait, how close is everyone else? Ooh! Lisa's pretty close. I might have to use her in my games. Okay, so... I want the filmmaking one. Who's... Tommy, what are you doing here? I'm not even gonna try to say your name. Oh. Oh, Risley. There's like so many leakers. They're like too much. And freaking Twitter was down for a little bit. I thought my Twitter was broken though. It was just down. But there's leakers, and for the Lantern Rite, Nuvila and Farina, I think, come to the Lantern Rite. And Nuvila's trying to talk to Zhongli, and Zhongli's just dipping. He said, nah, I'm good. It's just funny to me how Zhongli just doesn't want to talk to him. But, 4-star things. It looks like we're getting 3 4-star outfits, which are Ganyu, Shenhe, and Xingqiu. But at the same time,